Actually, I have one query. When I developed the assignment, I found that how to find the drop-down list selected item. I'm not getting the selected item. When I declare ASP.NET for
So whatever the ID you will use to bind the drop-down list,
yes,
using that you can access. What you mentioned over there in ASP,
ID,
ASP.
I find the ID. I find the ID, but I want to fetch the selected item the text.
No, we don't have select item text. Whatever the property you will bind, using that you will be able to get it.
If the list contain the like country ID and country name, I want to fetch only the country name, not country ID. Then I will find that country name.
In that case, on the drop down list change,
I will store a value in the hidden field.
Then you can get it.
I cannot find directly from the selected text.
No, directly we don't have any option. So anything else? Okay, so let's proceed as per the plan here because we having the test as well today. So that thing also need to complete. I hope you prepared everything. Have you prepared the things? Because today I will take your mock-up test as well. Okay, so let's proceed here as per the plan. I hope you can see my screen. I'm right.
Yes.
Okay. So the thing is last time, so the code which we completed, this is our CSM. So I'm just adding here, let's say date and code, date and just copy your last code over here. Now let's open it here. Let's say the security. And let me change it. So have you opened your last project? Okay, very good. So now the thing is, let's say how we can implement the token based security in our web API. So if you're looking at here, we already added a service where we having this authentication service, and here user is going to log in. So what I can do here in this web API, I can add the support for generating the token. So wherever user is going to log in, that place I can generate the token. So this is the way how actually we are going to log in here. Now here we can write the code for token generation. Even in users, we need to have a property for returning the token over there. So if you will look at in your in Dell layer, we having the user, but we don't have any here a property for token. Let's say I'm adding here a one more property for token, and I will not make it, I will not map it. So this is my string, and we having the token. So just open your user class and there add one more property for adding token. Simply. Okay, now open your authentication service and here we will get the tokens, and here we will use a method generate token like this way, and do pass from here user detail, and here at the generate a method generate token. So it will add a private method where we will write the logic to generate the token. And for generating the token, this is the code you need to write here, where I'm just adding the missing namespace. I'm adding here encoding and all of these things. So I'm adding here the missing namespaces over here. I need to add here a configuration file for reading the setting from the app settings.json. So let me add here a one more property. I'm adding, let's say, protected one. It would be here I configuration manager. I configuration. It would be here config this way. So this is my config file, and using this configuration, let me inject it as a DI. So as we injected here the others, same way I will inject here this one also. This is my config. Okay, let's make it underscore. I'm using here config underscore config equal to config this way. And here, let's say I'm using the config simply. And here we having the user perfectly. So this is a code we having for generating the token here. I'm sharing with you. Even I shared through the chat. From there you can copy and use it. And make sure at the top label you added the reference of I configuration.
What is the method you created? Generate token.
Right, generate token.
Can you send the signature?
I shared you complete method. Not?
I think you have shared only content. Signature you have not shared.
Do you need to install some package for JWT registered claim names?
For the JWT, if you're looking at in the services, I hope this one you already having. So we need to just only edit the namespace at the top level. So make sure you added this namespace.
Namespace I have added, still it is giving error. Like argument one cannot convert from string to binary. Okay.
You said the modification in constructor. Code in constructor.
Sir, in constructor, you have to add icon configuration. It's simple.
We taking time to type. It is send and copy.
I already shared this one. This I configuration I'll show it. So I have to just assign the value by emitting over there this one.
Please open the user class user.cs.
So user class also I shared with you. If you want to need, you can copy from the chat. So shall we go ahead now? Guys, everyone, can you confirm through the chat?
Is it required to write anything in the interface? I authentication service.
In authentication service, you don't need to write anything because this method is only limited to the authentication service.
I'm getting error here for the code. Also, it is not suggesting for any namespace. Can I share my screen?
Yeah, please share.
Yes. It is giving errors like conversion error.
It is giving, the reason is, where is your user parameter? Line number 44, you need to add a user parameter. User class. Now there is no error. Make sure return type is string, not the string array. Just look at the return type, it should be string only. Scroll down. And here generate token type should also be string, not the string array. And user class token property should be string type. Pass user. Now it is fine.
Yes.
So guys, what about others? Is it fine? Okay, so now the token we also adding when the user is going to log in over here. And I hope in the web app, we accessing the things using the web API. Where we are using the web API, I think we are using the web API in catalog controller, am I right? Okay. So before just do one thing, let me define
Please share your screen. Please share your
JWT
screen.
setting as well. So let me share here how we can mention the JWT setting. So open here your app setting.json file and here define this JWT section. And the JWT we having a secret key. It can be anything. Then issuer, then audience. So these three things you need to mention. I'm just going to copy the same thing in your chat window. You can copy from there and you can use it. So this issuer and audience you need to mention in web app as well as in web API. Open the web API also. And same thing, make sure you added there also. So this way at both the places, we added the things. So I hope you added it over there. In app setting.json of web API and web app, make sure you added the JWT section. So let me protect my API. So for protecting the API, I can define here my custom authorized attribute. So as we added the attribute in our web app, this is my custom authorized. Similar way, I can add a custom authorized attribute in my web API also. So add here a folder. I'm adding a folder, let's say for filters. And define here your class name as custom authorized. So I'm adding here a class with the name custom authorized. Inherit it from the attribute class and authorization filter. Authorization filter. This way. This is my authorization filter I'm adding here. Let me implement it. So what will happen? What token we generated? The token we need to pass in the request header. And header name we mention over there, authorization. So here let me read that authorization header. So authorization header I'm accessing here. So using this context, I can read it context.http context. Then we having here request. Then we having here headers. Now read the header value. So header value would be here authorization. This way. Now do check whether we are getting the value in header or not. Based upon that, we can check out. So now I'm just going to write here a condition whether header value we are getting or not. If header is null, then return here unauthorized result. Means request is not valid. But if header it is containing, So in the header, we need to pass the value using the bearer token, bearer space R token value. So this is the way how we are passing the things. Same I'm doing here. So now here we need to just read the things over here. So let me verify the token here. I can verify the token like this way. So symmetric key. And same way, I'm just going to verify the token. This is my encoding. And before that, let me get the token value here. So I'm getting the token value. Now token value I'm checking. So what you can do here, instead of doing the hard code thing for this app setting dot JSON, in ASP.NET Core Web API, we can read the value directly. So directly I can read the value here using the injection. So using injection, I can read the value here. So let me show you how we can actually read the value for the authorization. So this is my hard code value, but we don't need to do hard code value. Let me change this one. So I can use here my JWT issuer, my JWT token. So let me change it this way. So I'm adding here this I configuration and get service. Okay, so one more thing to resolve the DI. Let me add the namespace properly over here. This is already there. I don't need to add it again. Only these namespaces I need to add over there. So I added them. So now here in place of doing hard code, I can use key here, JWT issuer, JWT audience, this way. So I'm not doing any hard code value now. We will validate it properly. And for else, if let's say it is not passing, just return here unauthorized result. So what is happening in this code? We are reading the authorization header value. If header value is empty, then return the unauthorized result. Then from the header, we are reading the bearer token value here. Then to validate the bearer token, we need the things from the app setting.json label like key, issuer, and audience. Same, in fact, we having at the web API label key, issuer, audience. Same value I'm reading here. But to get the service, this is the way you need to get it. HTTP contact request service, then get service I configuration, so that we can avoid the hard code value. Even this is a recommended way to do it here. So now we have completed this one, and this code I'm sharing with you, you can copy and use it. Now let me copy. So it is not working. Oh. So let me use it till this point. And I share in multiple parts. Please do copy and use it. Now this filter can be applied at the API level. Here I'm deciding to apply custom authorize. So apply this attribute at your API controller level. And when you will complete, please do let me know. Okay, if you have created, please decorate your web API with this attribute. So make sure you have decorated the web API with this attribute. Have you decorated it? Okay. So we have completed. Now this API nobody can access without passing the authentication token. And where we are accessing it, let me put here the breakpoint simply. And now let's see where I'm accessing it. I'm accessing it in my catalog controller. Okay. I'm putting here a breakpoint.
Surendra, you have not saved the product controller class.
So this is the old code. This is the older project we are using here. I have not created this project. Today we
No, I told to save the class file. It was not saved earlier.
which class file?
Product controller. Now it was saved.
This class file also we have not done anything. You need to just add this line.
Okay. So we are not using the generate token method which we created in auth service class.
Same I will use here. If you're looking at the token I will pass from my web app. Okay, so right now I'm not passing any token. If you will look at, but when it is coming the catalog one here, I need to pass the token value when you will access it.
Okay.
So here we need to pass the token value. But before that, we need to make sure where this token value we are storing. So this token value, let's say we are storing in a cookie. So at the time of login, make sure the token we are storing the cookie. So open your account controller. In account controller, at account control level, let me store it. So what I'm doing here, I'm just going to have a token now, a string token equal to user dot token. Now add it to the cookie. So I'm adding here, let's say the cookie option. This way. So I'm using here cookie option. Simply. Then let me add here the expiry date options dot expire. And it is here, let's say date time dot now dot add minutes. For 20 minutes, let's say I will use it. Now add to the response object HTTP context. Then we having dot response dot cookies. Then we having the method append. Now append here token value. So we having the token value now. So when the user is logged in, so user detail we already getting in the top level, only token value you need to set to the cookie. So make sure token you are reading the setting to the cookie. So at the time of login, retrieve the token and save into the cookie. Shall we go ahead now? Okay, so now what you can do here, if you're looking at, we having this catalog controller at the root label. And we having the area as well. So token would be generated only when the user will log in. Got it? Before that, the token will not be generated. So do you have catalog controller at the root label here? Do you have this catalog controller? So just do one thing, just move this controller from top to inside the admin module. So inside admin module, I'm moving this catalog controller. And after moving, let me change the namespace also. So move the catalog controller from root to module and change the namespace and put here area, then admin this way. So have you added this one? So have you changed the namespace also, whatever you're having in your dashboard and at the area? Have you completed this one? Can you confirm? Okay, very good. So now open here the views folder as well. So we having a catalog view folder. So let's copy everything and move it to the this admin views folder, like here. So we just move everything from here to admin view so that we will not have an issue. So catalog view folder, I just move from the root label to the admin area. Have you completed this one also? Can you confirm? Okay, very good. So if you have completed, now open the shared one and just add a link. I'm just adding here a li. As a li, I'm just adding here for catalog controller is here. Let's say catalog action is an index. So this li we have added at the dashboard at the layout page simply. So catalog and index we added. Have we completed this one? Okay, so now in this API where we are calling it, we need to pass the token. And where is our token? Our token is in the cookie. So let me read my token value. So using the request object and access the request dot cookies, then we having the token this way. Now to the client, let me add the token. So I'm adding a client dot default request header. Then we having the authorization equal to new authorization header value. Then add token bearer and token value. So token value is, let's say, token simply. So this way, make sure we added the header before wherever we are calling the things. And this one need to do everywhere, wherever we are doing it. So everywhere, make sure you added it. So I'm adding it only one or two place. Similar, we need to add for others also. Even you can create a class which can help you in this case. But here I'm just showing you the way how the token you can set and use it. Just add it at one place only. So have you completed this one? Guys, can you confirm from your end?
Sandra, for JWT token, is it required to pass the token as bearer in header? Hello. Sandra, you are on mute.
Guys, make sure you're running a multiple project, your web app and web API.
Chandra, I have one doubt.
Tell me.
For the JWT token, is it required to pass only bearer token in header?
Bearer is a style where we pass a token, encrypted token. Using that, we verify.
No, also Postman, we have seen the option like bearer, auth2, auth, basic. So
From the
is
Postman also, we can pass the token if we are testing the API.
on other tokens also allowed?
Because Postman, they made a complete tool.
Yes.
Without building the UI, you can test your complete API.
No, I mean, we have generated JWT token, and if we will pass the token other than bearer in Postman, will it work or not work?
It will work if you have following the token style. So whatever the style you're using in your web API for validating the token, same way you need to pass from your Postman, from your service, from your application.
Style means you are telling that
Bearer token, basic token, got it?
yes. Yes, yes. So if we'll pass other than bearer, is that anything we need to change in generating token side?
You need to just token generation, it's your own mechanism.
Okay.
It can be along with user detail, it can be something else. It's your own process. Even the validation also your own process. So usually what happens here, people take the help of the third party authentication service. Like we having here auth 0. This can also be used for token based authentication. This is a website. Even you can use Uiptah as well. Uiptah. This one can also be used. Even you can use here Azure Active Directory.
JWT is like one of them.
Pardon?
JWT is like one of them.
JWT is one of them. So token generation can be done from this website as well. Even validation also can be done from this website.
Okay.
So anything else?
No.
So now run the code to check out how it is working. Now let me do login here, admin@gmail.com, password. It's coming here. We having the option dashboard and catalog. Go to the catalog here and make sure you able to get the token. So token is coming here in my case. We added into header as well. And let me same breakpoint we need to add here at web API level as well. So at the web API add this method. I'm adding the token. Now it is coming here. This way. Same token is coming. We're just going to validate the token over there here. JWT key issuer. So we having key, we having issuer, audience also. So token validation, we checking here. It has been done. Then continue. So it will go to the your get product method. You can see it is coming here and returning the list of catalog. Perfectly data is coming. So we have applied here token based authentication. JWT token based authentication. Please do test and do let me know. Are you getting the same behavior? Can you confirm?
No, Salendra, I am getting some error. When I click on the category, it's saying subcategory error. Can I share my screen?
Share it.
I'm getting this error online.
So make sure Your API is running.
Yeah, it is started this one.
Okay, can you put the debugger over there? At catalog controller label. I think it is not coming here. Can you put a debugger? No. Can you go to top? Just go to top level. Okay, Ray, you have mentioned. Okay, that's fine. Let's scroll down now. Now try to access it again. What it is saying now? Are you getting token?
Yeah.
You're not getting the token. Can you scroll to top? Can you click on see on the token what it is coming? Can you show me the token value? It is coming null. So make sure you are setting the token at the cookie label. Can you check your account controller? At login, you have not added the token to the cookie. Where you added cookie? HTTP context.response.
Okay, sorry. Can you set that code?
Codes are already shared in the chat. It's not difficult. Just write it. Simple HTTP context.response.
HTTP.
Context.response.cookies.append. And cookie name is token. As a string, you need to use token. It's a key value pair. Cookie, sir, define key as a token and comma value as a token. Value as token. And key should be in double quote. The first one. Restart the application to run it again.
Shalendra, in login, I am getting user.token as null.
So make sure you are setting the token in authentication service. Are you setting token in
Yes, sir.
authentication service?
Auth service.authenticate user method.
Are you setting token over there?
We have to call just generate token in authenticate user method.
User.token equal to generate token method. You need to call over there and do pass user information.
Value cannot be null.
Are you getting token value? It is
No.
null. Can you check your authenticate user method? Open services. So we are calling the generate token method.
Yeah.
You're not calling it anywhere.
So where is it?
In authenticate user method, you have to call it. So in line number 41, add user.tokens equal to then that method and pass user. Now run it. So guys, how many people completed this one? Are you getting the same output? I think everyone has did the same mistake as was did. Guys, can you confirm from your end?
And then I'm getting bad request error. Request is too long. This type of error I'm facing.
Last time also you are getting the same error, right?
Yes, yes. But after restart, it works fine.
Hmm.
Also now also we have to do the same thing I have to do. Why this error is coming repeatedly?
That's ID.
Yes. Okay, sir.
Working fine.
Again, some error comes. This one comes. again.
Here this error is coming.
Admin catalog.
Now can you debug the code now? Debug it. What it is saying. So debugger point is there. There you need to debug. Then you have 10.
Now this coming.
Go to the next line, then you will get the token.
Oh,
It is coming. Scroll. Just do F10. And what you are getting in case of base address, in base address should be slash.
oh, sorry. I called for the API.
If we are not calling from the API gateway, we are calling from directly. So line number 15 need to uncomment and
Yes.
51 you need to comment. So guys, what about others people? Are you getting it?
I'm also facing this issue.
So do check.
No,
Same.
no. I have commented the line number 51 and uncommented the 50.
Make sure base address is correct. I think your base address is pointing to the IP gateway. So guys, make sure your base address is pointing to your API.
Yes, it is pointing.
So comment this one. So make sure you're not doing the mistake, because last time we did the API gateway as well. So I think somewhere it is pointing to the API gateway. So how many people completed this one? Because I didn't get any response from your side. Okay, Jyoti Vain, it's working fine. What about others? Guys, what about others? Can you confirm, please? Okay. Only in 3 people side it is working.
So when I click on first time, it is coming, but when I click second time here,
Okay. What about the others, guys? Is it working fine? So continue. Yeah, now you're getting the data.
okay. Thank you, Salam.
If you want to verify whether it will work with without token or node, comment the where token you are setting. In that case, it will not work. So if you want to check out here whether it's working without token or not, you need to just comment this line and check it. Now it will refuse to return the data. If you will comment this line and test it. So I'm going to admin catalog. Continue. It is coming here. So I'm not getting any data because now it is going to unauthorize. I'm not passing the token. That's why it's going to unauthorize. Is it working fine now? This way. So token-based security we have completed now.
Shailendra, even after passing the token, I'm not getting any data in catalog.
Can you share your screen? It is you are not able to call the API.
Sorry.
So open the app setting.json.
Mistake was there. Okay.
So I hope everyone has completed. Mrityunjay, Sumender, Shabra, Raghavendra, Prakash, Smriti Ranjan. Can you share about your status, please? Because I didn't get any reply from your end. Okay. What about Prakash and Mrityunjay? So now what we need to do here, we have completed this token based authentication here. Let's go to the next topic. Next topic is here. Let's say if you're looking at this layout page, this is my layout page where we having the CSS and where we having the JavaScript library this way. So do we have any way for doing bundling and minification over there? Yeah, we having a way for bundling and minification. So for bundling and minification, I can use here a Visual Studio extension. So Visual Studio bundler and minification. So this is the extension. Make sure you have downloaded and install it on your local machine. So in my case, I have already downloaded and installed it, but I need to download it. Now let's say this is my CSS site.css where we having some CSS. Can we bundle it? So we can bundle it. Let's say we having a one more CSS here. So I'm adding here a one more CSS. And name is here. Let's say style.css. And style.css. Let's say we are using here body tag. Then we having here font size. Anything. Download that extension, install it, and for installing it to close your Visual Studio. And do let me know when you will complete the installation part.
Okay. ଆପଣଙ୍କ मेल आईडी ओपन करले हां आपण को आपन मेल आईडी ओपन करले
Guys, can you mute yourself, please?
Whether it is saying waiting on the following process to shut down before continuing with modification, and it is asking for end task. Should I end task or will you wait?
For which
sir
one?
sir will
Hello.
Tell me.
It is asking waiting on the following process to shut down before continuing with modification, and it is asking for end task. Should I end task or wait?
We should end the task.
Is it required to close the Visual Studio before to install?
Can you say again, please?
Is it required to close the Visual Studio?
You're
before-
right. You need to close the Visual Studio first, then it will be installed. Otherwise, it will not. Guys, have you installed it?
Installation is in process. It is taking time, I think. It is saying updating configuration for Visual Studio Community 2019.
Can you say again?
It is installing right now. It is in
Okay.
process.
So guys, shall we go ahead now?
So,
Hmm.
it is completed. Please close and restart all target application instance.
Can you say again, please?
So is it required to restart my system?
No, just restart your Visual Studio. That's fine.
Okay.
I think you already stopped the Visual Studio, so now open it.
Okay.
Okay, if you have completed, now make sure you added one style sheet as well. Have you added the style sheet as well in your CSS folder? Can you confirm?
Oh, actually, just now it is completed. Installation. We are opening Visual Studio. Sorry, I am. opening.
Okay, if you have completed, just do select these two files, do right click, and you will get the option here, bundler and minifier. Are you getting the bundler and minifier option? Select it and define the location. So location would be, let's say, style dash bundle. So this is a name, let's say I'm creating here. This way. It's automatically added this combined file, and this combined file you will have a minified file as well, like this way. So in this minified file, wherever we are using now this site and style, I don't use site and style, just use a site style dash bundle. Just use a style dash bundle, then min.css this way. So this is the way we did here bundling and minification. And when you have done the bundling and minification, you will find out a bundle config.json file. If you're willing to add one more file into the same, just separated by comma, we can add it. So separated by comma, we can add it here simply. So have you added this one?
Can you please say again how you added the style bundles or CSS? Is it coming in their option?
For style bundle, into select these two files, do right click, then you will get this option, bundle and minify files.
Can you go to the style bundler.min.css? After merging, what type of output generator?
After merging, it will combine. This is my code from style.css. This is my code from site.css. So this is my style.css, this is my site.css. And finally, you having the combined CSS for both.
But I have not get this type of file.
I am not.
Sorry, I have not saved the style session, that was not merged. Can I delete and again merge it?
Is it working fine now with each one case?
No, it is not merged.
What it is coming?
No. Yes.
In mini bundle mini.css, do I have to add this code, this styles?
Can you share your screen?
I have added, but I'm not getting this codes. Yes, I'm sharing. This one. I'm getting like this.
It's working fine.
Yes, what I'm telling is the code I can see in your screen for this CSS screen. So, sir, where do I get it?
You need to enable the world wrap. I have enabled the world wrap, that it is coming like this way. In IDE, enable the world.
Okay, this is already there. Okay. Okay, I got it.
If you will horizontally scroll, everything is there.
Yes, it is there. Yes, I understood.
How to add the style bundle?
Sorry, style bundle will created by the tool. We are not adding it.
And on
Can you
style.cs.
share your screen, please?
Yes. Here I have created style.css.
But I cannot see your screen. Now it is fine. So now do select both the files, style and site. Style and site.
Yes. Here I can create.
No, select both files. Style and
Do right click. Now it is asking to define your bundle file name. Add it, style dash bundle. Save it. Now can see.
Yeah. Fine. This can be deleted now.
You can delete it.
Thank you.
And if you want to change the number of file in this bundle, it can be changed by changing the things into this bundle config file. Here you can define the path. So separated by comma, I can define the path. Even I can define the sequence for adding them. Got it? It automatically start adding the files into that bundle. Similar way, you can add a bundle for JavaScript as well. Just do right click, we having bundle or minifier. So you can see it's added here for JavaScript also this way. One entry it's added here for now JavaScript. So right now I'm having only one file, that's it is showing one file. But if you want to change the name, so name also can change. So in define, let's say script dash bundle. This way. What are the name you will define with this name it will be created this way. Now it is script as bundle. It's added here script as bundle. So in this way, actually you are minimizing the number of requests to the server, because instead of now making 2 requests to this CSS, and here also if you will add other JS file, the number requests now can be minimized simply. Is it clear now? So good to go ahead. Okay, now the thing is, if let's say you're willing to do the logging, how we can do here logging into my application. So for logging, you need to install here some NuGet packages. So let me sharing here some NuGet packages thing. And for this directly, you can open this web app. In this web app, I can add my NuGet packages name. And instead of installing them one by one, I'm installing them from here. Let me show you the way. So few packages I'm sharing with you. Please install them directly from here. So directly from here, I can use them. Okay, this way. And the package web code designer we already having. Compilation I'm having, let's say this one. Save it. So these packages need to add here, it automatically restore. You don't need to install them manually one by one. Just add this line into your web app.cs project. It automatically download these packages. If you build the code, these packages will restore in your application. I have restored all these packages now, and instead of downloading them one by one. And guys, when you will complete, please do let me know.
So can you repeat again? Actually, I have absent for 1 minute.
I said here, open the web app project file. Instead of downloading each package one by one manually, just add the package at first directly from here and save it. It automatically restore all these packages for you. Got it?
Yes, yes.
So have you added it? Okay, if you have completed, open here app setting.json file. And now here add a Srilog section. I'm adding a section for Srilog this way. So add a comma and I'm sharing what thing you need to mention for Srilog. So let me share this thing. So Srilog. I think it is not going to allow. So I'm sharing in two parts. Make sure you're putting the both two parts over there. So I share the Srilog code with you. Just use that one. Guys, can you confirm when you will complete it? And guys, one more thing need to change here. Make sure there is a connection string. This connection string you have changed. As the connection string you have defined here. Copy this top level connection string I'm putting here this way. So make sure you have replaced this section with your own connection string. Please do update your connection string. Have you updated the connection string also? Guys, can you confirm? Okay, now open your program.cs file. In program.cs file, you having this statement. This statement to replace with the setting of Srilog. And this last method also you have replaced this way. So make sure first you updated this setting with Srilog 1 and you have updated this method also with Srilog 1. These two changes you have to do finally. So now Srilog we have configured here properly. We need to just check it out. Have you did the changes in your program.cs file as well? If you have completed, now open your home controller index method. And here make sure you having this iLogger. Do you have this iLogger already there? Okay, now let's try to generate here divide by 0 error. I'm just wrapping the code in try catch. I'm using here integer x equal to 2, y equal to 0. I'm using here integer z equal to x, y, y. And what are the exception will come? I will log it using my logger. I'm using here logger, then log error, and do pass exception and exception message. As an exception message, I'm putting here, let's say exception code this way. So this one, make sure you add it in home controller index method for logging the error over there. And guys, make sure here I'm using a location, this location, C drive, logs folder, and log.json, C drive, logs folder, log.txt. So make sure you having the C drive also. So what we are doing in this one, I'm going to write the error into a text file. I'm going to write the error into the JSON file. I'm going to write the error into SQL Server. If you don't need any logging one, let's say if you don't need to write in file, just remove this section. If you don't need to write in JSON file, remove this section. If you don't want to write into this database, then remove this section. So as per your requirement, 1 or 2 section you can use, other section you can remove over there. Now run the code and check out how it is working. So let me go to the home page here. And I'm expecting the error should be logged now. So we having the C drive, then logs, and today we having 9th of August. Okay. Okay, now let's see. So in my case, actually, we having the old data as well. So you can see at 9th of August, an exception has been caught this way. You can see. Are you getting it? 18:7, like 6 o'clock at 7 minutes, this error has been raised. If you want to check it again, I can reload the page, and this file you can see reload it. It's coming this way. It's coming this way. So it's logging everything over there. If you want to check in the database, open your database now and see there is an error table. In the error table, you will get the error. Sorry, not here. It is local one. So we having here, which one? Database name is here CSM project. This is my CSM project. And we having the logs table, which is, it is created automatically by the Serilog. And you can see 2 entries are there. Exception code And this is the exception over there. So this is the way how you can do the exception logging for your application using the Srilog library. So this one also we have done. Now do let me know your side, is it working fine?
Srilog will be downloaded from NuGet package.
Yeah, right. Today we have not downloaded the NuGet package manually. NuGet
You have
package
added
is
the package.
directly added.
Yes. If I want to store the log file in the project folder, dynamically www root folder, then
Give the relative path over there.
because when my application is hosted in the production server, then I have no idea in which drive it will be installed.
Same thing I'm saying, give that path. A relative path, what you having?
Like if I will put the here www root, then automatically it will detect the www root folder.
Don't put www root, only put log and log.txt. Like this one. So what happens, you can see it's added here in my web app, you can see. It's not added to www root, it's added to the application level. If you let www root, it will add in www root as well. Is it fine?
Yes.
So anything else?
I was in a call. Can you please tell where it has been added that configuration? Login information log.logger equal to new logger.
We added this app setting.json, we added in program.cs file. Then there is a simple here logger we added. So it will add into the this text file, this JSON file, and this SQL Server. So anything else?
In JSON, we have to set the key, right?
Which key?
In app setting, we are setting the key and value for logger.
For logger,
Can you open the JSON file?
we added this Srilog only.
Can you open program.c?
In the log file, when the log will generate automatically, it will add it one by one.
In the same file development.
Yes. If I want to different date wise, I will generate the log file. Then where I will modify that code. Like today is 9th August, so 9th August 2021 one log file is generated. If the 10th August, then 10th August log file will be generated.
So in that case, you need to refer the Sri log documentation. Then you will be able to generate it. So we having the setting here in the right to. So name file, an argument path, formatter, and we having the option rolling out interval day this way. So now you can see here logs.
Hello. Hello. Second, पूरा last करूँ जब पूरा last प्रोडेंट को जान दो setting
Guys, can you mute yourself, please?
LB63 लिखा है तुझे what second line है hello LB63 लिखा है तो देखिए हमारा order
Can you mute yourself?
हाँ hello हाँ तो मुझे order टा अच्छी receive करो accident हाँ hello
So guys, can we go ahead now?
Can you share this slide rolling out?
Which one?
Rolling interval day. Please share this slide.
So let's have a 10 minutes break. After the break, we will continue. They were a code of program.cs file I already shared in the chat. From there you can copy.
I think it is a part of that code. It is showing some error.
Need to add the missing namespace, then it will not show the error.
The var config is showing error.
So sir,
How
check
can we-
out the namespace over there. Make sure namespace are there. If you need the namespace list, I can share the namespace list. This is the namespace list I shared with you through chat. So here I'm running my web app, and if you're looking at the source code, so source code is coming like this way. But this response also we can optimize, because if you're looking at the any website, let's say .netx.com, so we having the response like this way. Everything is here wrapped. Can you read the source code? No. This is optimize version of the same markup. So can we do here also optimize? So here also we can optimize. How it can be done? Open your startup class. And for this, the package name is this one, web markup min. This is a package we needed to optimize this one. So now open your startup class. And in a startup class, let me write the code to compress my markup. So this is my startup class, and here I can write it over here. Just add it over here, the namespace. Code I shared through the chat. Just add this line and make sure we added it in configure method as well, like over here. So at the top label, I'm adding it like over here, app.use web markup min. This way. Now run the code and you will find out your response now will optimize. If you look at the source code, it is not optimized. Are you getting the optimized version of the page now? So this page will render fastly because now the size of the response has been reduced. If before it was, let's say 100 KB, now it has been reduced to around 50 KB or let's say 60 KB, like this way. Got it? So this is the way how we did the optimization of our response. So do complete and let me
In
know.
which section you have added in the startup.cs?
One is a configure services method. This one you need to add. Second here configure method where you need to add app use web markup bin. This one app use web markup bin.
To which location we have to add that, and after which? After means I am asking the pipeline. After which service we have to add this one?
You can add it anywhere. I added it in this place. Shall we go ahead now?
Salendra, actually, I am not getting the log file in the web app. It is in the webroot folder. I am given the path, but it is not created. The log file was created in C drive, but I given the path in root and the day
Make
wise.
sure you have mentioned properly. I think day wise is not working. You need to check.
Day wise is not working. Otherwise, it is working.
So this setting you need to check out here. For right now, just remove this section.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and test it out.
Sure.
So shall we go ahead now for one more setting? Okay. Sometimes it happens you having so many static images. Let's say for taking the example of .NETX.com itself. So we having so many icons which are coming over there. So every time we don't load these images from the server, what we do, we actually always cache this picture at the browser end. It means if you have visited our website one time, if next time you will access it, so these images, it will not download again. They will come from the browser cache. So how we can do it here? Open the startup.cs file, and here we having this method for static file setting. So now let me change it to cache the static files content for 7 days. So what I'm doing here, I'm just going to cache the content for 7 days. This is for days. This is for hour, minute, and second. Then add a header for cache control for all the static files. So after this setting, what are the static content I'm serving to the user that will cache for 7 days. So within the 7 days, the static file, it will not again and again download from the server until that person is not clearing his browser cache. So this setting you can add for caching your static content at browser level. It is also the very important setting when it is coming to optimize your application performance. If it is containing so much static content. Is it clear now?
Static file means only image or CSS file also?
CSS also, JavaScript also. Everything which is the part of this www root folder. It will cache.
Okay.
Shall we go ahead now?
Yes.
Okay, now it's coming to the hosting. How we can host our ASP.NET Core application. So for hosting, you having the multiple option. You can host it in your on-prem environment. You can host it in the cloud. You can host it even on your local machine as well. So when it is coming to a hosting on a virtual machine, it can be a virtual machine on cloud. It can be a virtual machine in your on-prem environment, or it can be your own laptop as well. The style of hosting is exactly same. There is no difference. But for hosting, make sure you have downloaded the .NET hosting bundle. So .NET actually SDK need to download over there. .NET SDK. So .NET SDK page you need to go. So we having here this one .NET 5. So go to here, download option for .NET 5. So let me look at for all. I will share the link. This is actually a link where you need to go. And from this link, just download this hosting bundle. So actually to download here a file, which in my case, I have already downloaded and installed. So wherever you will configure your ASP.NET Core application, either it's a virtual machine, either it's your local machine, just download this one. So this one you need to download. Hosting bundle. Are you downloading it? At the link I shared with you. I hope everyone has downloaded and installed it. When you will install it, please do confirm through the chat. Or guys, have you completed this one? How many people completed this one? Can you confirm through the chat window?
Is it required to close the Visual Studio?
No, it's not related to the Visual Studio. It's at
It's
your
taking
machine.
time to download.
Guys, please do confirm if you have completed. Okay, not an issue. Meanwhile, it is going to install it. Just do one thing. Let me publish our application into a folder. So just do right click here at the web app. There is an option you will get publish. Are you getting the publish option? Do right click to the web app, then you will get the publish option. Are you getting the publish option? Just click on the publish and just select here the option folder. So when you will click that publish option, you will get the option for folder. Do select folder option here. Are you getting folder option? Now click on the next button and define the location where you are willing to publish it. So let's say I'm going to publish it in my C drive. In my C drive IES, I can add a folder. There is option to add a folder here. So you need to just click, make a folder option over there and select the location to add a folder. So here I'm selected and I'm just going to add a folder with the name web app. Name can be anything, it's up to you. Let's say I'm defining its name as web app. So define a folder in IES and select for web app. This way. Okay. Then next. That's it. Have we completed this one? Guys, please do confirm. Okay, now just publish it. I publish, open the your IIS. Do you have IIS configured in a local machine? How many people configured the IIS on their local machine? Do you have? Okay, just add a site here. I'm adding a site. Let's say web app. Port number, I'm putting here 1200. Define the location, the same location where we have published the code. C drive, IIS, and web app. So this is a location where I published my application code. So make sure you have defined this setting, site name as web app, physical path, then port number. 3 things you need to define. So define port number, physical path, and site name. So have you completed this one?
Publish process is going on. It's taking time.
That's fine. Meanwhile, you can create a website. Have we completed this one? Okay. Now let me access. You can see in my side, it is working fine this way. Login. Let me log in here, admin@gmail.com, then password. It's working fine. Logout also working fine. And for product and catalog, make sure you publish the web API also. So same way you need to publish your web API also. So have you published your code now?
So I'm getting an error in login page.
Make sure you having the accessibility of a SQL server from the IIS user. Now do check your error log. So here we having the event viewer. In the event viewer, you can see the log. I'm sure you having the connectivity issue from your IIS with your SQL server.
Where is the event viewer?
Just search event viewer.
Hello.
Hmm.
Can I share my screen? I'm getting some error.
Rather in event log, I will get the error in SQL Server.
Do check what error you are getting there. I'm just guessing because usually if your local one is working fine, so we get the database connection error.
Actually, I am getting error in publishing.
Can you share your screen? Can you build your code first?
Yes, it was successful.
It is saying unable to create the website location web app.
No, actually, I am trying to give some another path. So
Can you show me the location? Don't publish it if it is failed. So again, it will again failed.
no, I want to publish again. Initially, I was given some different folder. Now I want to show my store my published folder here. The D drive .NET Core .NET Training. So there I have created one folder where I have to publish. There I want to store. So how to do that?
Just right click,
Right click.
go to the publish. Edit the location, edit this publish setting.
Setting, this one.
Can you minimize them? Edit the path. There is a pencil you are getting here. Can you scroll down?
This one.
Click on this pencil. Edit. Sir, in below you having a pencil icon. Are you getting pencil icon?
Yes, this one.
Click on this. Go to the previous window. Click on the previous one. Here change the location. Now pub save and publish again. What about the others, guys? Is it working fine? I'm expecting from everyone it is working fine.
And I cannot find any error related to SQL Server.
What error you are getting when you're running it?
It is showing just an error record while processing your request. This error. In login, when I click to login button.
Sir, don't create in inside, create outside. Add website.
No. When I run the application, it is running successfully. But when I click on login button, it is showing error.
Sir, login button, what you are checking? Are you checking any API, any things?
No, in login, no API is calling. In index page, index method.
Can you share your screen?
JP,
Sir,
application upsetting fee, go to the upsetting. There is a mode in the development production, I think.
No, it's not the issue over there. Can you show me the login code? What you are doing in login one? Can you go to the view? I think before publishing, you having that code. I'm right. Can you publish again? Your error login code was there. I think that was creating the issue.
I'll publish again.
Can you stop your running website at IES level because sometimes that create the issue? Stop it. Not from here, from the IES, stop it. Manage website. Now publish it again. Browse it. Can you go to the sign up page? Open the event viewer, what it is saying. Can you go to the filter current log right hand side? In the right hand side, there is a filter current log. Do check error only. Okay.
Last error was 645 on VSS.
Can you refresh the log? Make sure you have.
Let me check the source code version is working correctly or not. Then I will check.
Do check locally login page and sign up page.
Yes.
Guys, what about others?
The login was working fine, but I when click on the catalog, then it shows error.
So why catalog will work until you will not publish the web API?
Yeah, correct. Yes.
So I hope now you having the understanding how we can publish the application. So do you have any query regarding application publishing? Is it clear? And guys, similar way we can publish it to the cloud, and there you can map a domain also. Domain mapping is not difficult. Do you want to me publish this code to the cloud as well? It is fine. You can handle it. Can you confirm from your end? How many people here know the Azure? Do we have someone who is aware of Azure or know the cloud? Because until you're not aware of the cloud, you will not understand it. I can do, I don't have any issue. So in the cloud, I can publish my code. So I need to log into the cloud. You have to just look at how I'm doing. So what I can do here, I can create here a web app. So we having the option to create a resource. So in the cloud, we having the two option. Either we can go ahead with the virtual machine, either we can go ahead with the web app. So what I will do here, either I can create the web app through this portal, either I can create the web app using the Visual Studio as well. So in my Visual Studio, I'm already logged in with the same account where I'm having the cloud access. So I will do right click here, then publish. And here let's create a new profile to publish. And here we having the option to Azure. Click over there. Then I'm getting the option here, app, Azure App Services. So to Azure App Services, I'm going to publish it. I'm already logged in with the same account where I'm having the access to the Azure. Here, let me add a app service because we don't have any app service. It is automatically suggesting the app service name. It is, let's say, web app. I'm just defining the name. Let's say DNT web app is the name I'm defining here. That's fine. This is the hosting plan it is suggesting to us. But from here, you can create a new hosting plan as well. Even you can use the resource group. I'm using the resource group DNTRG. Now let's create. So what it will create, it will create a web app first in the cloud. Then after creating the web app in the cloud, it will publish my code over there. And the cloud, I'm showing you that the easiest way to do the deployment. Cloud is very big. Beyond that, we having so many things, but I'm showing you the easiest way. Then I'm just selecting here my web app, then finish. Then click on publish. Now it will publish my local code to Microsoft Azure Cloud. So my code has been published to the cloud now. And this is the URL, this one. You can access it now. So we having a DNT web app Azure website.net. So what happens in Azure? In Azure, it automatically creates a subdomain. This is a subdomain it's created for us. This is the Azure domain we have. So based upon the app service we create, it creates a subdomain. And to that subdomain, it do the deployment. So first time it takes time when you are publishing it. So at welcome page, it is coming fine. Actually, I'm getting there at the login page because I didn't publish my data. I need to my publish data, then it will start working. Got it, login is working, sign up is working, but we don't have the product and the home because we don't have the web API. So this is the way you can publish your code to the cloud using the web app. Now, do you have any query? Tell me, do you have any query? So guys, if you're looking at the course content, I cover everything what was decided as per the plan. If you want to ask anything regarding the training program, please do ask. If you find something.
Last week you told have to give the idea about the Dapper.
Okay, for Dapper, what you can do here, I'm already having a sample code which I can share with you. So we having a web API with Dapper. This is my Dapper based web API. So what you need to do here in the Dapper, here also I'm using the repository design button. And here also we having the database context. So it is simple on product table. We added like this way. So okay. So if you're looking at the Dappers, in the Dapper, I created a generic repository. And the generic repository, what I need the connection string. This is the connection string I'm passing here. And here I just generated the code for insert statement, insert into table name, then do pass column. So column we are reading here based upon the property name. What are the property name we are using here? So here we are using the serialization. Using the serialization, we are reading the property. This is the way how the list of property we can generate from the C# class. This is the way how we are performing the select statement. This is the way how we're getting a record based upon the ID, where ID equal to ID. It's a parameterized based query we're creating. This is the way how we can perform the insert statement, bulk insert, we having update, delete, and this is for query in asynchronous fashion. Same repository I'm using in my web API. So, but here, this is my way I can query the record from the product table. So we having DB product and query async is a method which we define in my repository for Dapper. This is for query first default where I'm writing the plain SQL and getting the data. So in Dapper, mainly we write the plain SQL like this way. This is the way how we can write the plain SQL. Delete async, update async. So now run the code and this API will perform the CRUD operation using the Dapper. So Dapper somehow will look like a combination of AD.NET and Entity Framework Core basic features. Okay, I think there is a connection string issue. So, okay, I don't have my DB database, I'm sure. I don't have my DB database. So this database name I need to change. I think I can give this CQRS 10 AM. And make sure in entity we having the same thing. Okay. I'm not sure because I need to define the same database over there. But code is working. This is my tested code. It's not the things, not a tested one. Only we having the mismatch of database. Now can see I'm getting the data. You can see. Got it. Now pass the parameter here. So ID parameter I think is not there. So that's creating the issue. But ultimately we are able to get the list of record. So I think we having a SQL script. Let's see. Do we have SQL script or not? Okay, it is only for procedure, not for creating the database. So can see it's returning me the data. Few things I need to fix here, ID and the columns name and start working over there. So this is a Dapper based CRUD operation you can perform over there. So do you have anything else?
Another question, what are the benefit if you are using the refrigerated pattern?
Or the repository pattern benefit is here only to reuse your query logic. Repository pattern is nothing, it's a simple class. If you're looking at it is my simple class where I wrote those methods which can be used with each entity like insert, update, delete, select. I need to just pass my class type over there. That's it. It's a simple class only, but we are restricted it to a particular entity only or to the common features only. That's it.
If this feature, if the repository that we have defined, if this code will be used in the DAL layer, then we can be also manage.
Actually, repository is doing using DAL only. It is a DAL layer.
Yes, DAL layer. But in our project, we have defined first DAL, then repository, then web app.
The project I separated over there, but you can put it into the DAL itself. It is not the case
Yes.
to put it separate because repository is all about data access logic.
Yes, data access layer. If the repository maintaining the DAL, then there is any issue in the data flow. Or,
No, there is no issue. This complete code you can move into Dell.
if you will maintain in this way like DAL repository, then you by API, then any in the at the time of data flow, then
Actually,
any
there is no benefit of this one. Actually, why I follow this style, because when it is coming to the onion architecture, have you heard about the onion architecture, clean architecture?
no.
Do you know about those architecture? Okay, let me show you here the onion, or you can say the clean architecture. In clean architecture, we having the flow like this way: entities, repository, services, and web. So actually what the design I did it as per the clean architecture recommendation. That's how you can see in your code, we having entities here only. Then we having repository, then we having services, then we having the web app. So I follow here clean architecture. So learn clean architecture, what it is, you will understand it. But if you don't want to follow the clean architecture, mix it, there is no issue. Because clean architecture says each thing you should separate so that everything look like clean way. Is it clear?
Yes.
So what is CQRS pattern?
CQRS pattern is about command, query. So we are actually they separate command like insert, update, and delete are the command, and queries here select statement. So select statement we separated, and insert, update, delete we separated. So we create two separate services. I like two separate library. One library for select statement only, one library for insert, update, delete. That is CQRS. Anything else?
Can we scaffold of an existing database into the DAL?
You can scaffold. What you need to do here, let's say you're going to follow here database first approach. So let me first delete my resource. So dntrg. So we having a package EF core. I think I didn't tell you this package. EF core power tools. So this EF core power tool you need to download from this location. I'm sharing the location with you. Copy the location, download and install it. And what I need to do here, I need to just do right click here, add a new project. Let's say I'm adding a class library here with the name DB first. This is my DB first. I have already installed this extension, which I shared with you through the top window. Now this extension, just do right click here. We having the option add and sorry, we having an EF core power tool. So this option you will get only when you will install the EF core power tools. Then just use a reverse engineer approach. In the reverse engineer approach, just make a connection with your database. I'm just making a connection by passing my SQL Server detail. So what is my SQL Server detail? This is my SQL Server detail. Now open it. SQL Server authentication, username SA, password here. What are the password I'm having? That's the connection. And whatever the project we having a CSM project. Select it, click on the OK button. And from here, you can decide which version of entity framework you're willing to use. So I'm using here 5.0. then click on OK button. Now it will open a wizard where it will let us know what are the tables we having. So these various tables I can import by selecting this checkbox, click on this OK button. Then I can define my context name. As a context name, I can define here, let's say app db context. Namespace is, let's say Dell. And here you can use data annotation attribute, or you can use Fluent API. So by default, it use the Fluent API to define the mapping. Same I'm using here. I'm using the Fluent API. I'm using here this naming convention, plural and singular. So when you will create, it will create the entity name, it will define in singular. Okay. So these are setting I'm defined here. Now click on the OK button. It will generate everything for us automatically. So you can see it having ASP.NET roles table, ASP.NET users. Okay, it is having the category, it is having log, it is having product, everything it is showing to me simply. And it's automatically added this app.db context with this one. So what are the code we have written ourselves last time? Now it has generated, you can see. And here it is using this way, like model builder entity, ASP.NET role. Then they having the normalized name as index, property name, this way. Everything is generating like this way. Is it clear? This is my DB first approach, which you can follow over here. Anything else? So now what you need to do, you need to just create this app DB context class object and start using it directly without an issue.
Okay. Thank you.
So any other query do you have to ask?
Sarandra, instead of calling the action method directly, can I use Ajax JSON method, JSON call?
Actually, in ASP.NET Core, we don't have any by default Ajax library here. You have to use either jQuery Ajax, you have to use either Angular or React, whatever you like. So we don't have here any predefined library to implement the Ajax. As we having in web form, here we don't have.
If we use Ajax library for JSON call, Ajax call, the data application model validation will work.
Whatever the style we follow in the web form for using the jQuery Ajax, same here it's going to follow. There is no difference. So we don't have any difference here if you're willing to use here Ajax call.
I mean, which one is better?
You need to understand first the use case of Ajax. So use case of Ajax is without refreshing my page, like without reloading my page, I able to update something. I able to delete something. The thing about we having a Flipkart. In the Flipkart, you're just applying a filter on price range, on product category. So that filter, they don't apply on server side. It is going to happen on the client side itself. So using jQuery or using JavaScript library, behind the scene, they make an Ajax request and fetch the data. So whenever you're willing to build such rich UI, a rich user experience, you should use either Angular, either React. So these are the now popular framework for building such UI, as we having in Flipkart or as we having other e-commerce application. So
While
initially such thing we build using the jQuery, but nowadays everyone is using the Angular and React. Angular and React are the choices over there for building such interactive and user-friendly interaction with your website. Anything else?
while publishing entire application, suppose I want to exclude particular folder or particular file. In AS.NET, inside that publish class file, there is the
Can you speak loudly because your voice is not clear?
Yeah, I am asking, while publishing the entire application, suppose I want to exclude particular folder or particular file.
Hmm.
Okay. In ASP.NET, we are using inside that publish file, we have to write that exclude folder, exclude file name. So here in .NET Core, same thing is there or any other?
No, if you're looking at in the ASP.NET Core publish folder, everything is the part of your DLL. It's not like similar to web form. In the web form, your ASPX file remains as it is, isn't it?
Yes.
But here we don't have such things. Your view file, your C# file, everything is the part of your DLL. We don't have any static file over there. If you're looking at this is my web app, you can see everything is DLL. So for views, they having the DLL here. If you're looking at for views, we having these two DLL only for view file. So every time if you're doing any change in the CSS/HTML file, these two DLL need to update. If you're doing any change in the controller, in the C# file, need to update these three files, web app. If it is a third-party library, so there's a third-party library over there. So these three are for controller and whatever the models you are having. These two are for views. Is it clear?
And publishing in Linux environment, is there any separate process or same process?
Publishing to the Linux style is same. But if you want to refer the step-by-step guide, so we having the step-by guide ASP.NET Core publishing to Linux. There is official documentation. Now in the Linux, you have to decide whether you're using Nginx, whether you're using Apache. Okay, so based upon your web server, you have to decide. So they're having the official documentation to prepare your Nginx server. So this is the way they're showing the publish it using this command .NET publish configuration release, then set up these things. Authentication. This is for proxy they're having over there. Install Nginx. This is the way how need to configure the Nginx default server setting. There's a server over there, port number 80. They're just going to set up over there. So this one you need to refer. Okay. Same place they're having for Apache as well.
Hello.
Hmm.
So can you share the code of Dapper you shown to us?
Which one?
Code of Dapper you have shown.
Okay, Dapper code I will share with you. Not an issue. I will upload with today class.
Okay.
Anything else? Any other query? Do you have?
Sandra, I think you have not covered entity framework for data modeling using Fluent API. You have covered data annotation, but you have not covered Fluent API.
No, in the Fluent API, if you look at today when we created using database first, this is my database first. Here they having the Fluent API. Way. Model builder dot entity ASP.NET role, model builder entity role claim. At the same style, let's say if you're willing to use with your own application as well, I can show it. It will not take more than 1 minute. So you can see we having here these attributes. Okay. And here we having these things. Okay. So now let me comment for category and I can set up the Fluent API. So here open the database context and we having a method override and on override model builder. So we having model on model creating. In on model creating, I can set up my Fluent API builder entity. I'm just going to set up the entity category. And then we having here. And then so inside it, I can set it entity. And then do like this way. Here I can define e dot has key. So which property you're willing to make as a primary key? I can put here. This is my primary key. What you want to do for others? So I'm willing to define my name, e dot name. What for name I want to define here is Unicode, means varchar. Then has max length. We have been has max length. What is a max length? 50. It is 50. It should be not null. For not null, I'm having here is required. Is required not null. Do we have any other thing? No, we don't have any other thing. If you're willing to define the table name as well, so we having two table. Table name, if you want to change, you can change the table name as well. So by default, you will have the table name, whatever the this property we having with the same name. Let's define table name. Same thing you to do for product as well. If you define for product, it would be here for product, and we having here product ID. And what we having for product name? For product name, we having varchar 250. So let me define here varchar 250. Table name I'm not changing here. I'm making it as it is. And if I will define here foreign key, I can define my foreign key also. So for foreign key, we having here has required. Sorry, it is a e dot has one. As a has one, we having e dot category. This one. Then we having with many. So has one. Then we having with many. In the category, we having with many. So with many, actually, I don't added a navigation property over there. So I can add that one also. It would be here I collection and it would be here for product this way. Then I'm defining here for products. So this one, it can be added here navigation property here also. But if you don't want to mention, you can skip it, but I'm adding it here in with many. It would be here product. Then map has foreign key. What would be my foreign key? So foreign key is available in my product table this way. This is the way I can define one-to-many relationship. This is my Fluent API way. If you want to run the code, it will run fine without any error because I have defined exactly same setting as we having for the data annotation. So we can log in here. It is admin@gmail.com 128. Okay, it's this different one. It's coming, go to catalog. Oh, I have not started my API. So start your API also. Even less. This is the one and do it. Another query, do you have, this is a Fluent API way?
Yes.
Hmm.
In every project, we have to go through a security compliance audit by charter, you know. And in that audit, you are getting actually very common issues, like your cross-site exposure attack.
Can you speak loudly because I cannot understand what you are asking?
Okay, okay.
This is the
Am I
way
audible?
how I'm getting it. Okay.
And am I audible? Yes. In every project, we have to go through a security audit by third party, you know. And in security audit, we are getting very common issues like your cross-site request forgery or URL tampering. So my query is there any tips and tricks so that we can follow from the starting from the development, we can implement that things in your project?
Okay, you're talking about ASP.NET Core security related things.
Yes.
So I'm having a PPT for that purpose. ASP.NET Core best practices. Already I covered some best practices. So this is the way you should follow the architecture. This is the way we should define the environment based setting, which we already defined. Handle error, which we already did. This is the way you can handle it. Routing for REST API, we did it. Error logging, we already did it. JWT, we already did it. Prevent cross-site scripting, this is the one you can do it here. System.net.web utility, cross-siting scripting attack. If you're willing to prevent SQL injection, so this is example for SQL injection, but you should use parameterized query, store procedure, and anything. Entity framework by default prevent it. You don't need to do anything extra. But if you're writing plain SQL, then you need to take care of, especially in case of damper, you need to take care of these rules. This is for CSSRF. So we having here ASP and T403 token. You can go ahead. So this document I will share with you. Here every practice written. What to do, how to do. This is for securing the cookie. This is for blocking the call. This is for bundling minification already covered. We use CDN wherever is possible. Use caching. So caching example one already given to you. Response compression, HTML minification, anything else. But this is the best practice you should keep in the mind from day one. That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Hello.
Hmm.
Actually, I would check the login. All the PPTs you shown, it is not uploaded.
All the PPT are there, but this one you will not find out over there.
No, I checked also some PPTs you taught in the class, but not uploaded in the website. In our session, it is not uploaded.
In your session, I will see if something is missing, I will upload. Don't worry. I think for your batch PPT, this is the ASP.NET Core. This is the one thing. Have you downloaded this one?
Yeah, I downloaded that.
Hmm.
But so many PPTs are missing there.
Only two PPTs are missing there. What I shown for API gateway and what I shown right now. Otherwise, everything is there.
Entity framework is also not there.
Let me check if something missing, I will update. I'm sure entity framework should be there. Okay, now guys, it say now time for test. I will take your test here now. Okay, entity framework is not there. I will upload. Don't worry. So what the PPT I'm missing, I will update. Don't worry.
PPC and the data code also.
Code already I uploaded. Today class code I will share with you. So guys, please log into the portal. Here you having a assessment which I assigned right now. So just take this assignment, assessment. It's a objective type question. And guys, remember here, it's a negative marking also over there. So please don't attempt that section, that question where you are not sure. So 1/4, it's a negative marking. Each question of 1 mark, if there is a negative, it will detect 1/4. Negative marking is 1/4. Even same is mentioned when you will start your test. Please complete this test right now because I need to submit your report to your company.
Chandra, where is the link?
Log into the portal,
Yes.
go to your batch.
I clicked subscribe live training.
Hmm.
Then 2 tabs are coming, all training, subscribe training.
Go to subscribe training.
Yes. But here I am don't find any link.
Go to
But
the
I couldn't.
assessment. Are you on the assessment tab?
No, I don't find any.
This tab. How many people are not getting this tab? I'm sure if you have accessed it before for referring the video, you having the access, and please attempt the test.
Hello.
Hmm.
Sir, can we do this tomorrow? Because it
No,
is
I
given
need
10
it. I need it today itself.
today by what time?
Right now.
How many questions are there?
It will take hardly 10 minutes. 20 objective type question are there.
Okay.
Everyone has to submit it right now.
Chandra, can I share my screen? I don't find any link.
Please share it. Go to the session video, sir. Click on this button. Assessment and take test.
Yes, yes.
So everyone has to do the test right now. Tomorrow test I will not consider. Remember it. And I will tell you here, there is a 20 marks for assessment. 10 marks I will give for this test. 10 marks I will give for your project, which I given on Friday. If somebody will not submit the project before tomorrow 9 o'clock, remember the time as well. I will not give 10 marks for the project submission. And here you will get it. It is so do complete and let me know. Yes, Pandana, batch code is 289.